Hello, welcome to day one of the Understandable Lifestyle program. Or is it a challenge? Is it a program or a challenge? A few people have referred to it as a challenge. It depends on how difficult you find the process to be. Today is very simple. Your task is simply to breathe. The first 10 days of this program is about composure. We'll focus on character strengths within that, but the overarching goal is to compose ourselves so that we can then have a better understanding of ourselves, enjoy positive psychology, and then execute and move towards our goals and aims. This breathing is a breath that I do at the start of every Tai Chi session with people. It's a 3-part breathing, i.e. imagine splitting the lungs into thirds, filling the bottom third first, the middle third second, and the upper third last. So the chest is actually the last thing that comes up. I've done a handy little diagram to demonstrate here. Imagine breathing down, so fill in the lungs in the same way that water would fill a barrel from the bottom up. Chest is the last thing. Many times in modern life, when we're stressed, we can start breathing from up here, and we're only filling, say, 25% of the lungs. It's shallow and not so good for calming down. This breath begins by relaxing the lower belly, letting the belly drop out. It's counterintuitive in modern living because we walk around with the stomach sucked in, trying to look all slim, etc. But I'll demonstrate by revealing my lower abdomen. First port of call, relax that lower belly. That relaxing of the diaphragm will draw air in, a little bit like a syringe going. So the first step is then envision, and just using the power of visualization is very useful on these exercises. So belly, then imagine breathing into the back of your lungs. So then the ribs. So from the side it looks like this. Step one is belly, then the ribs go, then the chest is the final thing. I invite you to join me on some of them. Fill in the lungs from the bottom, then the ribs, then the chest, like a 3-part breathing. Inhaling through the nose, out through the nose and mouth. We will do 3 of these with 3 clearing breaths where we'll bring our arms into it. So 6 breaths coming up, that's day 1 done. First breath, breathing in. Out through nose and mouth. Two more, inhale. To initiate the exhale, just engage the lower abdomen a bit. Let everything else sink down like an airbed deflating. 1 more of those. Exhale. On the next 3, we bring the arms into it, so shoulders low, hands come wide and slightly high, inhaling, breathing down, out and up, hands come up like so, exhale through nose and mouth. These are called clearing breaths. It's like if you ever use those Etch-a-Sketch toys and you wipe the slate clean, that's a bit like what we're doing with the body's energy here. 2 more. And you can imagine just picking up loads of good energy, loads of clearing, golden, healing light, placing it in the top of the head, and then as we plunge down, a little bit like plunging a cafetiere, plunge that tension down, let it escape out the bottom of the feet to the earth. And 1 more. So the most important thing in any of the stress management stuff or any of these lifestyle programs I've ever done or taught or whatever is those 3 breaths, the diaphragm breathing. If in a stressful moment you can just go and breathe down, it's quite comforting. And by the time you've done 3, 4, 5, 6 of those breaths, then you may find that you're ultimately more composed, and that is the goal of these first 10 days. Thank you for your engagement so far, and each day we'll build and build and build on this, and I look forward to gaining and enjoying a greater sense of self-understanding with you. Cheers.